Hey folks, Kevin here. Well, it is February 23rd, 2025. I'm out by the Sugar Shack over here, and I've got a couple of things I got to try and do today. Yesterday I was able to dig out Elon, the excavator, from over here, and able to dig out the avalanche, which is right here. Wanted to get it before all this snow comes shooting off of the Sugar Shack here. But I can't get the avalanche started, unfortunately. The battery's dead, and I tried charging it, and the cables, well, they could be loose, but I've wiggled them to see if I can get a good contact, but I don't have time to deal with that. So I'm going to, in order to get it where it is here, I used Elon to pull it out of there. I'm going to see if I can get the truck up over into there, use Elon the best I can, at least get the front end pointed up over there, because I need to get some room here so I can try and get the weight off of, or at least clear the base of the solar panels, because there's an awful lot of weight. I had cleaned off the solar panels before last week, the week before last, but everything is just densely packed down here, and so I got to figure out where the end of it is and see if I can. And I use Optimus to come down in here, but you can see it's pretty darn deep. Really deep, and I started getting stuck here, so I stopped. So I worked my way in here, but what I've got to do is define where the end of the where they are. You could just see the tip of the hydrant, frost-free hydrant down there, so I got to be careful down there, and I got to be real careful. But these aluminum racks, boy, I think they're getting a lot of stress on them down here. So I'll see what I can do as far as uncovering the edge of here and see if I can make my way over into here, but I've got to move the truck to make this easier. I hope that all makes sense. Anyways, I'm going to get started, see if I can get some stuff done before breakfast and all. And fingers crossed things will work out. God only knows. So here we go. So I tried hooking up several different cameras, and so there will be a couple of camera angles that you'll be able to see, but they're not completely synchronized. I've done my best to try and get them synchronized. But here's what I'm doing. I'm taking the avalanche, hooking on the strap with Elon and pulling it up, trying to get it out of the way in a place where it's not going to have to get crushed by the snow coming off the roof of the Sugar Shack. And this way it opens up a little bit of a path for me to be able to get over here and start working on the solar panels. So the first thing is trying to define where the bottom edge of the solar panels actually are. So I got a shovel there indicating the spot. Now I need to make myself some working room, and right in front of the excavator in the lower right hand corner is the pond 6, and so I'm on the south. So this is the south solar panel array that I'm working on right now, and the goal here is to open up a wide enough path so I have place to put the snow. This snow is completely densely packed and quite deep. As I mentioned before, I had cleaned off the solar panels the week before the collapse. So a week before, basically 2 weeks ago. Then we had tremendous snowfall. We had between 30 and 34 inches in a 24-hour period. We really got hammered pretty heavy. Then we probably had another foot at another day, a couple of 4 or 6 inch levels, but unfortunately I didn't keep track. In most of the videos I try to tell about how much I think we actually have, so I may measure in a couple of locations to get a depth of the snow. It's just so hard to tell because we live in a high wind zone. But when we get back to the areas where the wind doesn't affect it that much, it's much easier to see the depth of the snow. But if I were to have these solar panel arrays put in now, after learning what I've learned, I'd have them put up much higher. In other words, where the base of the solar panels, where you could see the excavator digging out right alongside the base of them now, instead of being like 2.5 or 3 foot off the ground, I'd have them 6 feet off the ground. That would allow more area below it during our heavy snowfalls to be able to get it out. Because when I use the roof rake or the sponge rake, the soft foam rake, to remove the snow and material off of the solar panels, you've got to move it a second or third time to keep moving it back further and further away. That's why all the area is just completely densely packed. And you know, and I'm quite nervous as I'm doing this, trying to be very careful to make sure I know exactly where the bottom edge of the solar panel array is, so that I don't touch it, bump it at all. Even when you see me turning the excavator, the back end of the excavator extends out further. You know, it expands wider than the set of tracks. So that's a challenge as well. So it's define the edge, then move that snow as best as I can to see just what I can accomplish. It's a very time consuming and I gotta say stressful as well. I got the stress of waiting. We keep getting these small snow accumulations since the collapse, and it's only been a few days, but it all accumulates, and I'm stressed out waiting for the claims adjuster to come and at least say, okay, go ahead and start the demo, removing the material, so we can actually see what is destroyed, what is damaged, and what's in good shape under the collapsed roof and all that snow. There really is a tremendous amount of snow, and I understand that the insurance claim adjusters are real busy because there's been probably a lot of buildings that have collapsed, besides other things that happen where the claims adjusters are going in and dealing with it. Well, I spent a couple of hours working out here this morning. Then we had to do a run, pick up some books before lunch. We just had some lunch. And I tell you, it really is nerve-wracking trying to get close to the solar panels like this. Not bang into it when I swing around here as well. And the snow is completely packed. It's hard to tell, I'm sure, but trying to work my way down here so I could see just where everything is, and I'm only 1/3 of the way so far, and I've got more room on this side of these are the south solar panels, and I'm dumping this into the pond 6 over there, but yeah, I don't know, this is challenging, so we'll see how things work out. Fingers crossed we can get this done. I am eating up some more fuel than usual, and one of the big drawbacks is the fuel tanks are underneath the building. So here we go. We'll make it work somehow. So it's real important to not only do this very carefully and safely. Tomorrow the temperature is guesstimated to get up around 44 degrees Fahrenheit, which a lot of this material just shoot right off. This is the easier side because I got pond 6 to the left of the excavator there, and it's a lot of snow to remove. Now going tomorrow is even more stressful because I'll be going in between both of these rack mount systems, so there's not that much space to work with. And I can't just swing it like I can right now, swing it out over the pond to the left of the screen. That's just not possible. So a little bit stressful for me, but we're making headway. It's just very time consuming. I really wish I had the Hulk, which is the Takushi TL12 V2 track loader, which is under the building. because that could really move a lot of this snow quickly, much quicker than what I'm doing here. I could just come in, get scoops, and transport it further away, as opposed to getting just 36-inch bucket scoops that I'm able to get with with Elon, the excavator. So I'm going to keep plugging away here, and hopefully tomorrow morning I will be able to get started between the two solar panel arrays before the temperature starts getting up, because I don't want all that weight of the snow to sit on the lower half of the rack mount system and potentially do damage. So I'll finish cleaning up this side, and then tomorrow morning we'll get another fresh start.
Today the sun came out, shining bright and bold. After days of heavy snow, the air feels crisp, not cold. It's time to get to work, no more standing still. Got a mess to clean up, gotta climb this hill, gotta dig out, clear the way. Elon's waking up today. The workshop's down, but we'll rebuild step by step with iron will. Elon the excavator, time to fire you up. Dig through the wreckage, clear out all this stuff. The old avalanche is buried deep, gotta move it now before it's lost too deep. Gotta dig out, clear the way. Elon's waking up today. The workshop's down, but we'll rebuild step by step with iron will. Before the sun melts off the sugar shack, gotta move that truck, no turning back. Steel and wood buried tight, we'll tear it down and make it right. The road ahead is tough, but we've been here before. When the storm takes something, we come back for more. With hard work and steady hands, we'll build it stronger where it stands. Gotta dig out, clear the way. Elon's rolling out today. The workshop's gone, but we stand tall. We'll rise again, we've seen it all. Today's been long, been one of those days. Looking at the wreck, lost in the haze. Gotta fill out these forms, tell the whole tale. Hoping the insurance won't let us fail. It takes some time, that much I know. Gotta dig out slow through the ice and snow. See what's left, see what's gone. But the sun's gonna rise, gotta carry on. Tomorrow will be better, I believe. Though the weight of today's still heavy on me, gotta take it one step, one breath, one prayer. Time will heal, we'll get there. Steel is twisted, wood is cracked. Memories buried in a world gone black. But we'll sort through piece by piece, find what's left and make our peace. Not the first storm, won't be the last. We've been through worse, we've made it past. So I'll sign my name, send it in. Take a deep breath, let hope begin. Tomorrow will be better, I believe. Though the weight of today's still heavy on me, gotta take it one step, one breath, one prayer. time will heal, we'll get there. Maybe in a week, maybe in a year. This will be just another story to hear. Scars don't fade, but they sure make us strong. And I'll keep moving, keep holding on. So I'll lay my head down, get some rest. Tomorrow's coming, I'll do my best. It's a long road, but we'll pull through. Tomorrow will be better, I know it's true. This will be just another story to hear. Scars don't fade, but they sure make us strong. And I'll keep moving and keep holding on. Tomorrow will be better.